Hello again, everybody. Brian E, aka Mr. J7 here. We're back with more Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Now, as we left off, I just got the key to the first dungeon, the Tail Cave, which is south of the village. So now I gotta go back through here, and as you can tell, I've got the one of the power-ups. Looks like I think that's the acorn. Yeah, it is. Otherwise, I would have knocked these guys into tomorrow. Okay, so, anyway, yeah, I started off with this one. I want to continue this series because this is a, okay, good, the music changed. That was getting a little annoying. Anyway, this was one of the first Zelda games I really invested in because, you know, I had a Game Boy. I got it around, like, 94, 95-ish, and this had already been established by then, and it's still one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. Maybe even ever, because of how much time I got to put into it, and the overall story is really something. I mean, we've already learned a little bit about it, but we continue to learn more. Most of you that already... Oh, back to this music again. Most of you that already know about it, know the story behind this, will probably just know, yeah. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know at that point, but the whole idea is that this game was just so different. It's still Link, but there's no Zelda, there's no Ganon, there's not really much that's familiar except for maybe some of the enemies that you fight and the overall gameplay. You know, hold two items at a time, press the start button to bring up your thing, and this time you have a map allocated to your second thing. So here we open up. Alright, so this is level 1, Tail Cave. So as you can see, don't really know what's going on. Now, unlike the first Zelda game, where you had the map as part of your, you know, main screen, here you pause to open it up. And it also means we need to get a map. Well, now we got a key. Now, there are two different keys to worry about. First one is the, here we go, got to do this again. I shouldn't have picked it up. Anyway, first keys are small keys, and those are used to open locked doors. Compass. Now you can see where the chests of Nightmare are hidden. Nightmare is basically each level's boss. Compass is a new feature. A tone will tell you if a key is hidden in a room when you enter. So now you can see, okay, all those squares, those are chests. Some of them might have rupees, some of them will have keys. Some will have the map, like one of them's going to have the map. One of them is going to have a fragment of a stone slab, which helps us, gives us, which each dungeon has that. Gives us a hint on what to do. And then, of course, that little face over there is the Nightmare. Now, since the bosses are called Nightmares, and the Windfish, which is the mythical character we were referencing earlier, there's the tone. That means there's a key here. I have to kill all the enemies to get it. Or do I? No, here, I press a switch. Anyway, since the Windfish is this mythical character, this mythical creature that is asleep and will wake up, between that and the bosses being called Nightmares, it kind of brings home the idea that this is a dream world. Which is fine, because it's not like Nintendo hadn't done that before. They did that with Super Mario Bros. 2 here in the US. It all took place in Mario's dream. Okay, there's another chest. Now you notice, I don't think it played the tone. I think that just means that this chest was inconsequential. It just had rupees. So now this looks kind of familiar. Cracks in the wall. Use your sword to pound against it, and as you know, makes a different noise. So we need bombs. We don't have any bombs yet. Okay, well, let's keep moving around. I almost want to get hit so I could stop. Okay, there we go. It makes a tone when there's a key. That's what it is. I may have misread a thing and thought, oh, it means, okay, good. Now, as you see, the Guardian Acorn prevented me from taking any health loss there. Or maybe it says that those guys really don't do much in terms of, taking away your health. Okay, so as you can see there, there's this key block. I can't get over there yet. So, that... Just like in most dungeons, you'll most likely go across, like you'll... Okay, there's a key. you'll most likely go into areas that you can't really do anything with yet because you don't have the tool necessary. Because just like in other Zelda games, every dungeon has a tool, an instrument, an item that helps you get through it. In this one, we'll find that one soon enough because I'm about to go get it. But yeah, it's cool because like this does keep up with what's familiar with Zelda games while at the same time introducing new things. Okay, so I'm not gonna deal with those guys just yet because, as you saw, there was that thing up in the top of the room. That's the stone slab, and I need a fragment to read what's on that slab. You gotta watch out for those guys. That's another familiar character from the first Zelda. And that's the beauty of it. It's like, even though this came out 2 years after A Link to the Past, it survives on its own by invoking stuff from the first Zelda. So it becomes a more like linear, more familiar approach. So now, okay, so I've got 2 keys. I can open that. So now I can't jump over there yet because I don't have the special item from this. So I come over to here, and there are these guys. Now these guys are cool because you have to basically play poker with these guys. You have to get all 3 of the same suit. See? 2 out of 3. Right. There's a heart. Time it. That. 2. Get back here, asshole. Ah! You son of a bitch. Okay. Damn. I used to be much better at this. I could, like, nail him on the first try. But, hey, when you get older, coordination starts going, and then you start drinking, and you start forgetting things. Ah, that was bullshit. I should have had that. I'm also trying not to get hit. There we go. So I can get my heart back. And I got a chest. Let's see what's in here. There it is. Found a fragment of a stone slab. Now you can read the message on the wall. And here's a message. Now it says, turn aside the spined ones with a shield. Okay, well, where do we see an enemy that had spines on the back? Or, like, was spiny? Well, the enemies that looked like Spinies from Super Mario. And you're gonna see some familiar faces in this game. That's just one of them. You're gonna see some enemies from other Nintendo games, and it's gonna be funny. It's like this was your this was like the first Nintendo crossover game before Super Smash even happened. So think about that. Okay, so this is where we bring out the shield. Boink! That flips them over because now we can hit them. And if we look over here, it says the same thing. Now, they did a special version of this game for the Game Boy Color. It was Link's Awakening DX. They did the same thing with Super Mario Brothers. They did a DX version where it was in color and added more content. Now, the DX version of this not only made it color, but it also included a secret dungeon that you could only access if you could see color, and it also changed some of the dialogue. Hey look, it's Goombas! See? Told you! We're dealing with a crossover here. Anyway, so they would change some of the dialogue and some of the text boxes, like where a lot of the hints that the game gives you aren't as cryptic. Like, they make more sense. Okay, so we're going and... Huh. There's hearts on wings. Hearts with wings. So obviously I can't get it. But this is where this comes in. Dodge that. And I've got the rock's feather. Yeah, the rock, yeah. I smell what you're cooking. Okay, feels like your body is a lot lighter. So let's test this out. We choose it. And now we can jump. You can't jump far, but you could jump enough. See? Watch. Extra jump time. Bam! Look at that. Doing a front flip. Like I'm playing Guts and Super NES and doing the obstacle course. Watch this. Oh! Ha 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 ha! Can't touch this. Okay, see? I can now jump over everything, and it makes it a hell of a lot easier. I still can't can't do anything with, that there. Let's see what's going on. Go back over here. I'm not touching that because I don't need to. But I can go over here. Yeah. See? Never leaves you. Oh, well, I got this at least. It means I can kick some more ass. And I just got the map. And I already know where the hell to go, but now it tells me. So there's only a few rooms that I haven't gotten to yet. One of them is behind that cracked wall over on the left, and then the other ones are on the way to the boss. So, like that, you go through there. It's a one-way, so I can't go back there unless I want to walk all the way back. Ooh, jumping away. Jump over. Wait. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Gotta go this way. I can go back to this area, where I can open that key block, and get to this chest. There it is, the Nightmare's key. Now you can open the door to the Nightmare's lair. Alright. And I can go overlook that area. Can't jump down from here, so I have to go back regular way. Jump. Yep. Ah. There's a later level where you can push some blocks to maneuver around. This ain't the level. Okay, going over here. Jump. And, oh, it's a mini-boss! Now, this should be very easy because he jumps over to the other side of that pillar that he just rolled. But I have my piece of power. Oh, got a fairy, and now I get a checkpoint. This means that if I need to backtrack it for any reason, I can hop in here, and it takes me back to the beginning. This comes in handy in later dungeons. You will be glad you have this opportunity. Ooh, I forgot about that. Oh, let's check down here. Nope. Looks like this is the basement. Oh, how's it going, guys? You got anything for me? Anyone? Fuck you, then. Nah. But I might end up seeing this area a little later. We open up. There. Oh, here's the boss. Outsider. Yeah, this guy looks familiar. 2 hits with a piece of power. I feel bad. That was anticlimactic. I really wanted that to be more entertaining. But yeah, so that was the boss that was, I think, introduced in A Link to the Past. So there is some stuff from A Link to the Past in this. I forgot. We pick up the heart container. Refills health, and I get an extra heart container. Oh. And there's the first instrument, 1 of 8. The Full Moon Cello. And after you get one, that plays a little tune from the instrument you just got. And you're teleported out. And then you get a message. Swamp. A path opens in the blooms. Well, there we go. There's our first dungeon completed. Yep. Let's go save. So now when you save, it puts you back in the last area, like it leaves you outside of the last room that you walked out of. Especially a dungeon. Oh, it's the owl again. That is an instrument of the sirens. I have to admit, at first I did not believe you were real. That instrument, along with the 7 others in the set, has the power to wake the windfish. You must collect them all. I was instructed to give you directions. Your next goal is north, in Gopanga Swamp. Okay, well, moving on. So as you can see, I'm racking up some rupees. Let's see if I can go buy some stuff. So I'm pretty sure... Since I got all the stuff... Oh, wait! Hey, buddy, it's serious! Yeah, really serious. Yeah, it is! The Moblins came to the village. Yeah, that's right. A whole gang of Moblins. Then it's for real. They all went to the house. Yeah, that house. And then they did something at Bow Wow's house. It was a really bad scene with the Moblins. It might be faster to find out for yourself what happened. Okay, so now... we have this dire situation. Oh no! The Bow Wow's gone! The Chain Chomp! Oh no! I gotta talk with Madame Meow Meow. I think that's her name. Which is funny. She's got dogs, and her name is Meow Meow. Wait, is it Meow Meow? Yeah, it is. Okay. Beware of dog. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, so now there's this whole thing of like, oh, I've got this mission to go save the dog. Well, thankfully, the dog is close to where I need to be. But thankfully, I can take my time. Obviously, I have to do that before I can get to the next dungeon. Let me go, Ooh, a secret seashell. If you collect a lot of these, something good is bound to happen. So there are items to collect in this game. And there even is an item trading game, a fetch quest, basically, where you get an item and you... Ooh, shop. You take it to a specific character in the game, they give you an item, you take it to another specific character, they give you an item, rinse and repeat for like 7 times, and then you get a really special item. And it ends up being an item that you need to finish the game, so... Well, maybe not need, but it's one that makes the... Whoop! I forgot. Don't hit the... Don't hit that... Okay, we go in here. Hey, look, it's Yoshi! Woohoo! Okay, that sounded bad, I'm sorry. Trendy game. 1 play, 10 rupees. The A and B buttons move the crane. The rest is just timing. Go over to the buttons to play. Good luck. So this is where you can get rupees, you can get more magic powder, you can get a heart, you can also get your shield in case you lose it at some point, and you can also get this lovely Yoshi doll. Let's go get it. Thankfully, it's the only thing on this board that isn't moving. So if you don't get it on your first try, that's on you, pal. I'll take that. You got a Yoshi doll. Recently, it seems to be showing up in many games. Well, yeah, he first showed up in Super Mario World. He showed up in Mario is Missing. He showed up in Yoshi. He had his own game with his name. Yoshi's Cookie, I think. Although I think Yoshi's Cookie was like the next year. Or maybe it was 93. Whatever. Anyway, that's the first item for that little item trading quest that we get to go on. A side quest. And we go to this place. With a bunch of pots. Obviously can't do anything with those yet. And we've got a mother with her baby, which actually is twins. And we get the father. See? Oh, will you give that doll to my baby? Yes. Because when you first talk to her without the Yoshi doll, she says, you know, I sometimes can't... She says something about, even though I could tell them apart, I sometimes get confused. Oh, and I got a bow. Maybe you could trade the ribbon for something else. Oh, ribbon, whatever. Yep, those are my boys. I'm Papao. Pleased to meet you. I'll be lost in the hills later, so keep a lookout for me, here? Great, he's basically predicting that he's gonna get in trouble. And, believe it or not, he shows up later as part of the item trading mini side quest. I don't know why I keep getting mini-game and quest confused. So now, this ribbon can be used over here with this little Bow Wow. Makeup, jewels, dresses, I want it all! And some new accessories would be nice. Oh, that ribbon, I need it! Will you trade for my dog food? Lucky, thanks. Well, here's your dog food. Great, what am I gonna do with it? You exchange ribbon for dog food. It's full of juicy beef. Alright. So what the hell's with the dog food? Do I need to use that with the dog that I'm trying to save? Actually, no, I know I don't. This is the next... It's the next piece for the, item trading stuff. But... Let's go ahead and save a dog. So now we're free to go through the forest unencumbered. Oh, the woods. Is this a forest or woods? No, I don't want to go to... I don't want to talk this again. Yeah, you can... It saves wherever the owl talked to you, and you can replay the message. Okay, it is woods. I was gonna say Lost Woods, but no, that's Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time. Oh, so now I can come over here. Oh. Those little pancake-looking motherfuckers. Those are the likes. Those are the ones that can eat your shield if you're not careful. Oh, this looks pretty heavy. Won't be able to lift it with just your bare hands. Yes, I know. I've already come across this. Oh, and there's another familiar character. If you ever played Sim City, that's Mr. Right. Well, I pretty much stick to myself, me and my letters. My name's Right. Yeah, see? They play on words. The only thing I don't like about my hobby is that I never receive a response. So, his little dilemma is gonna play into how things look later. And here's something that we might not have said we didn't see in Mabe Village, the starting point, is these little telephone huts. You go in, and you've got a chest. Brian, check the chest. Wow, this is a nice chest. That happens all the time. Anyway, you can go to this phone and talk to this old man, O'Ryra. And he gives you tips on what to do based on how far you are, like what your current situation is. If you meet him in person, he doesn't talk. He just says, talk to me outside. He's very, he's really shy in person. Hello, it's me, O'Ryra. Ask me anything about the island. If you get lost, give me a call. Bye. So now I can call again. Hello, this is O'Ryra. Well, most Moblins live in the mysterious forest, but some live in the caves of Tal Heights. I hope that is what you wanted to know. Well, I was just in the mysterious woods, and didn't really see a whole lot there, so let me go through this little swamp area. This is Gapunga Swamp. We've got these fish and flowers trying to kill you. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Yes, I did. Ooh, this is where I get to show you something. There's a trick on how to teleport. When you're going, it's basically like a screen teleport. When you're about to walk to the next screen, and the screen moves like that, if you press the select button at just the right time, it teleports you to the same spot one screen over. See, that wasn't supposed to happen. There wasn't supposed to be a fish jumping out of the fucking grass. Ow! That's an easy way to break the game, and speedrunners have used it to skip almost the entire game. I'm not here for that, though. I'm here to play it straightforward. I'm not gonna resort to, the only time I'm gonna use save states is when I'm saving, while recording, not to, retry and do stuff. So if I die, I die. If I die, I die. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I was talking so much, I got myself caught up. Okay, so you saw that the chest can't do anything with that one. But I can go up here. Ow! And I can go this way. Now that I have the feather, I can jump. There we go. And I can get this piece of heart. So that's my first piece of heart. Remember, if you grab 4 of them, you get a heart container. Alright, ooh. The wind fish in name only, for it is neither. So it's neither wind nor fish. Who's this suspicious-looking runt? Okay, boys, let's get rid of him. Okay, so since it's the same music that we heard earlier, I'm in the right spot. So now I just go kill a bunch of moblins. There's this big dope. You must be an assassin sent by Madame Yama to rescue the mutt. You came here to get me, but it is I who will get you. So he throws some arrows. Yeah, getting some. Come on. Gotcha. And it's nice enough to leave you a fairy. Oh, there's the doggy. You say, Bow Wow, what a fearsome beast. So now I get to take him with me. Now, Bow Wow's got a couple of cool things about him. First thing, he eats enemies, which is great. Like, if you're in a situation where you're kind of outnumbered, then you can easily take out an enemy. I'll show you what I mean. We'll get back to over here, and we'll wait around here for a bit. Yep, there's one. And take that one. Cool. Okay. He is a ferocious beast. I didn't want to do that. This music does get a little annoying after a while. Like, not the actual music of the game, because it's awesome. It does great. It's, you know, it holds up compared to a lot of the others. I'm not sure if Koji Kondo had a hand in this one, like he did with the other Zelda games, but it at least sounds pleasant. You know, it's something that you expect from a Zelda game. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you brought my baby back. Now, would you be a dear and take him for a walk? It would really help me out a lot. You will? Thanks. I don't remember giving you an answer, bitch. I'm sorry, but I got other things to do. I've got instruments to collect. I've got rupees to collect. I've got... Well, I get to hang around with a little dog around my dog on the leash for a little while. That'll work. You know, it could help me out. In fact, it will help me out in the next episode. Because that's going to do it for this one. As always, it's Brian E, aka MrGrims87, saying thank you all for watching, thank you all for tuning in, thank you all for playing along. We're just getting started on this Zelda adventure. Well, Link adventure, because like I said, no Zelda, only Link. But that's fine. It's still a Zelda game, if you want to put it that way. But we're going to do some more real soon. So y'all take care now, and I will be back.